No one would be spared. Okay, that was my best doom and gloom voice. A lot of you say I'm doom and gloom anyway. I might as well do the voice. But here's the situation. Here's the truth, Bulls and Bears. It's not me saying this. And this is what I do often. I show you what other people are saying. We look at news. So if it's doom and gloom, it's not me. I am the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. All right, CNN article here. No one would be spared. Debt default would set off dire consequences. Now, first of all, before we get into this article, debt defaults, government shutdowns, they happen. In fact, this is out of thoughtco.com. 21 government shutdowns have happened in U.S. history. Let's take a quick look. And this goes in order from most recent to the oldest. Now, if we look, we see that they're usually a very short duration. The most recent one, 34 days. We look back, we see 3 days, 17 days, 5 days, 3 days, 20 days. We scroll down, we see most of these, a lot of these anyways, less than a week. Wow. What happened under Ronald Reagan? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow, 8 shutdowns under Reagan. I'm not sure what was going on back there in the early 80s. But as you can see, government shutdowns happen. But today we're going to reveal some, what many of you might be, disturbing truths. So do you want, kitty cats and rainbows, or do you want the truth? Well, let's take a look at some information here. And you don't have to believe me. Look what they are saying, and I'm going to tell you who this is. So again, could there be a shutdown? Yes. Will it be catastrophic? I seriously doubt it. But there is some very alarming things. It may be alarming for some of you, not to me, but for some of you. And since a lot of people say that I'm just doom and gloom, and sometimes they don't believe me, they think I'm overstating the severity of situations, let's take a look at what others are saying. In the case of a government shutdown and default, no one would be spared, says Maya McGinnis, president of the Committee for a Responsible Federal Budget. It would be such a self-imposed disaster that we wouldn't recover from at all, and our role in the world is already being questioned. And it continues, devastating spending cuts that would cause a cataclysmic situation for the economy. These are not my words. Cataclysmic. Moody's Analytics warned this week. All right, here's where it gets really crazy, and you've got to open up your mind here and think about this. Put on your thinking caps. Failure to raise the debt ceiling in time could halt payments that millions of Americans rely on, including paychecks to federal workers, Medicare benefits, military salaries, tax refunds, Social Security checks. Social Security checks. Wait a second. Think about this. I thought Social Security was funded for several years out. So if something is funded, why do checks have to stop being sent out because we can't raise the debt ceiling? Okay, so if you have the money, if the money's put aside, if it's there, then why do you need to raise the debt ceiling to continue to pay people? Just pay people out of the money that's already there, that's already set aside. Or could it be that the money's really not there? And when they say the money is there, we know it's really not money. It's just digits on a screen. And I'm questioning if even the digits on a screen are there. We know that the physical money's not there. But even the digits on a screen, which is 90+% of all of our money are US dollars, is that even there? If it is, then why do we have to stop sending out checks if it shuts down? You see what I'm getting at here? So a lot of this is just basics that you have to look at and maybe scratch your head a little bit and think, why? JJ, no, our leaders, they wouldn't lie to us. We have only honest people as leaders, don't you know? Okay, so I guess if you're 6 or 7 years old, this may seem like shocking news, but to most of you, you're probably just like, yes, JJ, yes, tell us something we don't know. But there's still a lot of people out there that just say I'm doom and gloom, so I have to keep reminding everybody, this is not me saying these things. And sometimes you have to read between the lines to see what's really happening. What else would happen? Forbes.com, mortgage rates will spike if U.S. defaults on debt. What happens when mortgage rates spike? People can't afford to buy homes because their payments are going to be higher. home prices have to come down unless institutions come in and buy all the homes, which technically they can. Unless these institutions are getting their money from the Fed window. And we've pointed to a lot of evidence here over the years that yes, that is happening. So this could also cause institutions to no longer be able to function. And what about the banks? What about the banks that rely on the Fed for repo, reverse repo? Would banks freeze up? Would credit freeze up? Well, over these previous short shutdowns, anywhere from a few days to a month, we have not seen any type of dire situation like the ones being described today. But if it did happen, a lot of us may react like this. Ruh-roh. Okay, could somebody give me a good Scooby-Doo impression? Ruh-roh. And some more of you are probably making this face right now. Social Security, the money's not there? What do you mean? They've got to send out the checks. That's the law. Sorry, I know you might be shocked. You might have this look on your face right now. There's no law that says they have to send out Social Security checks until the end of time. All right, so let's get into some more shocking, maybe not so shocking news for most of you. Recent tweet here out of Frank Cristosomo. Okay, I won't pronounce that. Dallas Fed President Kaplan to retire early, citing trading disclosure distraction. Remember all the Fed officials that we reported on that were actually trading stocks that they knew were going to be purchased by the Fed? That situation. So they're calling it here, or this person, this Fed President Kaplan, is calling it a disclosure distraction. That's what it is. It's a distraction. So when they get caught doing something, oh, that's just a distraction, nothing serious. When you and I get caught for doing something just as bad, it's the slammer for us. It's the slammer. Okay, does anyone see a problem here? And more of you are probably shocked. What? The Fed people are trading stocks that the Fed is buying? No, it can't be true. All of the bankers are honest. JJ, you're spreading fear. You're doom and gloom. All of the bankers are honest, and they tell us 100% of the truth. They don't do any insider trading. JJ, stop being doom and gloom. Okay, again, so I guess if you're 6 years old or maybe you're a toddler, do I have many toddlers watching this channel? I don't know, but a lot of people have said that this type of thing, it couldn't happen. You know, this wasn't allowed. Well, guess what? Even if it's not allowed by us, what's the saying go? Rules for thee, not for me. I think that might apply here. Now, speaking of banker maniacs, Fed officials here, look what one of these Fed, and this is Chicago Fed President Charles Evans. The Fed needs to generate stronger inflation and actually overshoot on the inflation target. Are these people insane? Are they incompetent? Are they trying to make sure that no one can afford anything? I mean, do we need more inflation considering all the other problems we're having with the supply side? Manufacturing, the labor shortage. Do we need more inflation? Why? Why do we need constant inflation? Why can deflation never be allowed? Because deflation, it doesn't just burst the bubble, or it doesn't just indicate that the bubble has burst. It destroys the illusion. You know, the wealth illusion. They try to get homeowners to say, look how rich you are. Look at all the equity. Household wealth is increasing. And then all the institutional homeowners, they can't charge as much for rent because there's deflation. There's a lot of job losses. So yes, it's inflate to infinity. No matter how high prices get, they're always going to say we need more inflation. We need more inflation. And that way they can point to the markets and they can point to the home prices and they can say, look, the consumer is strong. People are buying homes and home prices are going up because of the strong demand, because of the strong consumer. All right, people. So could it get any crazier? I think not, but please let me know what you think down in comments. And what do you think about the cataclysmic prediction of what would happen if the government defaults? There's a lot of people out there that would like to see the government default. Problem is, there's so many people dependent on monthly payouts that you would definitely see a lot of pain, and a lot of people may not even survive once these payouts stop getting sent out. So that's the situation. Call me doom and gloom, but let me know what you think. I think most of you agree that this is not a good situation to be in. Hopefully, you're not at the mercy of a monthly check, a monthly payout, and hope you're doing well. Stay safe, keep stacking, stay positive. Ride the bull, prepare for the bear. Talk to you soon. Bye.